Aha, it's a EuroVelo 6. Howdo! Good morning. So from this picturesque industrial area somewhere south of Dijon, a good morning. It is day number 3 of my trip, and today's ride will go in the direction of Baune and then through the vineyards of the Bourgogne. But first I have to get out of this hotel room, get my bike and stuff downstairs. It's about 9:15 and I would say yeah, let's go. Yo, let's go. So, just leaving Dijon, and I'm already among vineyards. A lot of vineyards. Yeah, we'll be seeing a lot more of those today. I don't think we will see any canal today, which is a nice change. However, it does mean that we'll, yeah, that's my guess, we'll be doing some climbing, but that's totally fine. So, when I was leaving, I thought, oh great, the weather was great. When I was on the bike, I felt the first raindrops, but now 10 minutes later, rain has stopped and we have sunshine. Enjoy this day along with me on the Route du Vin du Bourgogne. Houdoe! So, Baune, 41 kilometers. That is quite a nice castle. Vineyards Castle. Wonder what country I'm in. So I appear to be on the Route de Grands Crus. The Grands Crus are the best wines of all, what I understood. Vin du Bourgogne. A lot of people working in the vineyards everywhere. All of the spring maintenance to be done. One thing that's different in these vineyards is that they are relatively low compared to other vineyards. Not sure why that is, but yeah. So, I've ridden through some vineyards in my life in France, mostly in the summer months, so July and August. But I don't remember that many people working in the vineyards like there are today, because it's really a lot of vans with people just yeah, maintaining the vineyards. And I guess just in the summer there's not that much to be done compared to in the spring. Fin de Velo route, so apparently I'm not supposed to cycle here anymore, though my route tells me that I should, but yeah, just go down into the valley a little bit and then continue in the same direction. Yeah, so feeling a bit weak, so I think I have another snack along this nice little river. Vitamins, that's what I need. So I've actually seen quite a number of bicycle tourists already today, about 10 or 15 or something, and that's a lot more than yesterday and the day before. So apparently this is this route du Grands Crus. The Velo route du Grands Crus is much more known than the other parts of the Burgundy circle. Yeah, it's always nice to see fellow cyclists. Pretty steep climb, and I have to tell you a story about my cassette when I have some more breath. Stay tuned. So the thing is about my cassette indeed is that yeah, like I told you 1 or 2 days ago, I put on a new cassette and chain on my bike, which runs really smoothly, especially along the canals. But when I put it on, I noticed that I actually ordered the wrong one, because normally my biggest rings on my cassette were, the smallest was 11, that is now still the same, but the biggest were 30 and 34, which are really helpful when you're climbing mountains and have some panniers strapped to your bike as well, so when you're riding really heavy and loaded. And now my new cassette has, the biggest one is 25, which makes it a lot harder to climb really steep hills. So I thought it would not matter on this trip because it would be flat all the way, but apparently I did not look at the route that well, because in this wine area hills can actually be quite steep. Not long, but really steep, and then when you miss those really big rings on your cassette. Now that's a castle. Really nice. Entering the city of Baune now. Center is about 2 kilometers away. So looking at the map, I think we're actually not going through the city center. We're circumventing it. Yeah, and go straight into the vineyards south of Baune. Yeah, I'm not going that fast today. And it's just more heavy than expected. It's doable, but it takes more time. So let's continue south. How do? Yeah, I think I do recognize this part. Okay, yeah. So I'm not sure what it is exactly, but I just don't have the energy today, or the energy I had was already taken from me by the hills in the beginning of the day. So yeah, it's a pity because yeah, it kind of dampens the experience of riding through these vineyards, because it's absolutely gorgeous. But somehow, yeah, the mood and the energy is just not there. But yeah, those days are there as well. On you have those days as well on a bike tour. So it is what it is. Let's just keep on pushing the pedals for a little bit more and see what happens. Yes, the GoPro works again. I just put in a new battery as I was having a small second lunch. Trying to get some energy back into my system, and so far that seems to work. I have done about 61 kilometers so far, so let's try to reach at least 100 and then we see where we end up. Also, yeah, no clue where I'm gonna sleep tonight. Some rain is predicted again for this evening, so camping, not sure. But yeah, also the hotel options, I do not know whether they're actually there, so let's just see how do. And it started raining again. But indeed, we're alongside a canal again, and I think it's the Canal du Centre, but if not, I will put it down in the title below. Yeah, the vineyards were really beautiful, but cycling along an even stretch of canal, it also has its advantages. So especially on a day when the energy is when the energy is somehow lacking. Okay, on continue. Okay, a little sign there that says Crus de Nivy. That's the name of the block here. Well, it says on top Canal du Centre, versant Méditerranée. So, does that mean if I follow this canal, I'll end up at the Mediterranee, the Middellandse Zee, the Mediterranean? Yeah, I was looking for the English word. Amazing. Anyhow, yeah, cycling along canal is okay. I like it. Aha, it's a EuroVelo 6. Okay, so Paray is another 66 kilometers, and 66 kilometers is way too much for me to ride still today. So I'm at 95 right now. I think I'm gonna pass the 100 kilometers, then sit down somewhere where it's dry, or where when it has stopped raining, and then look for a place to sleep. 2 hours max I can still do. Should be okay. Here the canal goes through the hill again. This is the TGV line. Hello! So we're still here. We passed just passed a pretty big lake, and I see now the first lock again where we actually go down. So the local highest point on this part of the Canal du Centre. So this is a bit of a boring stretch, but I don't really mind. I can put on a podcast and pump out some miles, some kilometers. So what the hell is that? So, another canal inside. Well, this inside is a beautiful landscape and also a pretty steep climbs. I thought I was done with climbs for today, but apparently I'm not. Yeah, it's around 5 o'clock and I have not found spots for tonight yet. I guess the first thing coming up is a campsite, so but I need to find a quiet place to sit down and hope that it doesn't start to rain again. And then I can figure out finally where I'm gonna spend the night. Yeah, also have not been able yet to get dinner for this evening. I do have some emergency calories, so that is fine, but I'd rather have some real dinner. En ik moet weer klimmen. Climbing. Nice descent still. Anyhow, while I was checking out the campsite a while ago in the village, I read some of the reviews, and it's also mentioned that bikers were actively welcomed over there, so that always helps. A lot easier when they know how a cycle tourist thinks and what he needs. And also I read reviews about a restaurant at the campsite, so that would even be better to get some warm hot meal this evening. And it's not looking good. Oh man, big drops. Let's hope they have something. En zo komt alles toch nog goed. Happy end after all. At least I think. Because I rented a tent with a bed. So let's see. And he said he would have some dinner for me. Everything fried, but sounds good. This is it. Looks good to me. And I don't have to pitch the tent when it's raining. Happy camper, happy cyclist. Let's check the inside. That will do just fine.